Good morning. Welcome to the new class. I'm here to teach you political science. And today I'm going to tell you about the constitution, and under that, first of all, I will tell you the meaning of preamble. Preamble. What is preamble? Preamble is the introductory part or the introduction or the preface of our constitution. And what is constitution? Constitution is a set of rules and laws, written or unwritten, according to which the government is run. So these are the laws that are supreme laws mentioned, described in the constitution. And all the democratic countries, they have constitution, written or unwritten. All right. So the beginning of the constitution or the introduction of the constitution is known as preamble. All right. And it is very important, especially in case of Indian constitution. Why? Because our constitution, that is the lengthiest written constitution in the world. When it was constituted, it had 395 articles in 22 parts and 8 schedules. All right. And with the amendments that took place from time to time, now the number of articles is increased to 448 and 25 parts and 12 schedules. All right. And the latest amendment took place this year only, in January 2020. So now we come to the preamble. What is written in our preamble? It says, "We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice." What type of justice? Social, economic, and political. Then liberty. Liberty, freedom. Freedom of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. Equality. Equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, brotherhood, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this constitution. So this is how the preamble is written. So our preamble is the example of literary importance. Very beautiful words have been used here. For example, justice. What is justice? Justice is to do the right thing without any discrimination and to give all the people equal opportunities in the field of economic, political, and social. Then people are free to think, to express, to have believe in any religion, any ideology, faith, and worship, which is related to freedom of religion. Then equality of status. All the people have dignity. All will be treated, rich or poor, in the same way. Then to spread the feeling of brotherhood without again any discrimination in the name of caste, culture, religion, gender, etc., and to develop the feeling of unity and integrity, togetherness, firmness for the nation. And this constitution, that this was formed by the group of people known as Constituent Assembly. And Constituent Assembly was a big assembly, big number of members were there, as many as 284 members. And some of the prominent members of Constituent Assembly names are like this. You all know B.R. Ambedkar, Bhimrao Ambedkar, Abdul Kalam Azad, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Dr. S. Radhakrishna, Sardar Patel, Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, Frank Anthony, Asif Ali, N. Gopalaswamy Iyengar, etc. And we all know that it was enacted, implemented in the year 1950, which is celebrated as Republic Day. Now, what is Republic? Republic means when the head of the state is elected directly or indirectly by the people, and that is not hereditary. So that is called republic. Democratic, when the government is formed by the participation of the people of the same country, which is by the people, of the people, and for the people. Sovereign means which is independent, which is not under the control of any other country, outsider. That is free to have control inside and outside the state. State here we mean the country. The country is free to have relations with any other country of the choice. That is called external sovereignty. Alright. Then socialist. Socialist is when the government takes care of all the spheres of life, especially the economic area, when it is regulated, controlled, managed by the government, so that all the people are given their due share. Then secular. Secular is related to the freedom of religion. When there is no particular religion to be followed or not to be followed, and all the religions are given equal place, equal value, such facilities or such things are called what, or such state where such practice is going on, that is called secular state. Now I would like to tell you a definition of constitution. This definition is given by Gilchrist. It is like this: constitution is that body of rules or laws, written or unwritten, which determines the organization of the government, the distribution of powers to the various organs of government, and the general principles on which these powers are to be exercised. So I think that's all for today. We'll continue it in the next lecture. Thank you.